We're going to talk about the stress and stress management. Let me begin from a little bit further away, not immediately talking about the stress. So look, we are living in the spiritual universe. You want it or not. You may even want to switch off this video right now if you do not agree with that, because the rest of it will not make sense if you will not understand this. Regardless you want it or not, we're living in the spiritual universe. So why, you ask, people have stress and overwhelm? Let me begin with a simple concept that people call ego. Okay? What is actually ego? Ego is a simply protection mechanism created by your mind, by your lower mind, to protect you from the factors that come in from the outside. In the childhood, you felt some aggression towards you, or you felt someone else's violence against you, or any thought that threatened your survival mechanisms and felt to you like you are being threatened, created these ego mechanisms. Okay, so created protection mechanisms called ego. So basically, ego is something you have constructed to protect yourself, and this is your lower mind creation. But in general, we live in the spiritual universe. Whether you want it or not, that exists, and we have to live by the laws of that spiritual universe. So when it comes to the stress and overwhelm, it all comes to the spiritual law of decision. At some point in life, you made a decision. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I don't know how many years ago, 5 years ago, you made a decision to continue or do something that you decided to do. Whether it's your marriage, whether it's your business, whether it's your career, whether it's your work, you decided to do it. And after this decision made, anything that follows after that is consequences. And that's what you have to take. And if you do not take those consequences, if those consequences are too hard or too difficult, no one cares about it. You made a decision. Make another decision, consequences will change. Spiritual universe we live in always reacts to decisions. It doesn't care about your thoughts. It doesn't care of what you like it or don't like it. You made a decision, you get the consequence. I hope you get me to this point. You understand what I'm speaking to this point. So if you're experiencing stress, it always comes to your self-talk. Whether you hate what you do, whether you don't like what you do, you don't like your boss, or you don't like your business, or you don't like your partner, or you don't like the customer, you don't like their reactions, or whatever you don't like, it's all reactions. It's all your reactions. Okay? You reacting to that, what is happening from the outside to you. But remember, you made a decision, and all this is a consequence. So when you made a decision, you had to decide, and you had to know that you will have a stress from customers, you will have an overwhelm from customers. I'm sorry, it's sun started coming out, and it's a little inconvenient, but anyway, I'll talk here, okay? So look, you knew that there's going to be stress, you knew that there's going to be overwhelm, you knew that it's going to be difficult, and you still made a decision to go for the business. So now these are the consequences. So look, instead of reacting that customers are not good, instead of reacting that boss is not good, or circumstances are not good, instead of reacting to all that what you don't like, just do what you said you are going to do. Meaning, just use your energy to do those things, knowing that this is going to be all kinds of things. Stop reacting. Start making new decisions, or change how you do it. You don't have to change the business, but you have to change how you do it, probably. You have to change how you approach it. You have to change how you communicate. You have to change what you say. You have to learn and be creative how you do all those things. Okay? Because often you maybe you don't want to change career. Maybe you cannot change your boss. Maybe you don't want to change the spouse or your relationship. But you can always change the ways you act.